Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the 2024 230i. It is in Melbourne Red, or Melbourne Red. So I think this color first appeared on the E9X M3, if I'm not mistaken. And it sort of found its way to other models. It's not an exclusive to M Sport. This car is not M Sport. This is another one for store inventory. And for us, the 230s seem to be relatively easy to get allocations for. The M240 is super hard for us, but the M2 is pretty plentiful. Let's go over what we have in front of us. So we do have the premium package, which means you get the full adaptive LED headlights. The daytime running light runs from right there all the way across the light. And you do have cornering lights in there. You can see it right next to the main headlight. So single headlight on each side, reminiscent of the 2002. I think the early portions of the E21 3 Series. Then we've got our parking assistance package. You can see the camera right there in the middle of the grille. And down below we have the active cruise control, which I think is only about $500, so it's a pretty good package for smart cruise control. So moving over the side with the upgraded 19-inch wheels, so these are style 783. We also have the floating hubcap, so I think is a pretty good investment. I think it's only like $150 or $160. Port installed accessory, and if you're a OCD photographer and you want to have those roundels upright, this is the way to go. Take a step back and take in the side profile of the G42 2 Series, which I think looks pretty good from the side and 3/4. And the front, the rear is a little bit, I think just because the taillights are a little bit wonky. You do have this sort of integrated deck spoiler there. There's that 3/4 view. Then out back, you have the 230i badging in chrome. You have a very large faux, sort of, maybe like frozen black or dark gray diffuser, and dual exhaust in chrome. Now taillights, maybe if there's a bit more width to them, they look even better, but overall not too bad. Of course, it's all going to be personal opinion on this as well. There's that rear 3/4 view. And we'll make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this moderately equipped. And I think it's got all the packages you'd probably want or need on it. And you've got that hood bulge. Also point out the gold highlighting there. So if you get the M Sport package, you get the shadowline package, that will be blacked out. And the 230i, you can also get this without the sunroof. So you can get a sunroof or slick top on the 230i. Can't do that for the M240, strangely enough. Alright, so opening up, we have the black perforated Sensec. This is a standard option in terms of cost, and it looks pretty good. I prefer the cognac, so they get the red and tan society, but the black looks pretty good against red. There's a little bit of contrast stitching on your imitation leather. Then you have to opt for lumbar support on the 230i, and with Sensitech you don't get side bolster adjustment. You have your manual crumb catcher. You get your BMW emblem here on the side sill or door sill. Alright, so in front of me, the standard steering wheel on the 230i, non-M Sport version. You can opt for a heated steering wheel, either a la carte or part of the premium package. Over on the left hand side of the steering wheel, you got your controls for the active cruise control. Then iDrive 8 live cockpit and heads-up display, which is part of the premium package. The rest of the curved display in iDrive 8. The trim here is the dark graphite trim, which looks pretty decent. Then you've got your gear selector nub and iDrive controller. Alright, so starting price of the 2024 230i is $38,800. Metallic paint adds another $650. Sensitech included. Parking assistance package for the $700. Premium package for $33.50, which gets you the heated steering wheel and heated front seats. Otherwise, those are a la carte options. The Comfort Access keyless entry, full LED headlights, and the heads-up display. There's 19-inch wheels, adds another $600. Active cruise control, I know it's a little bit hard to see there, but it is $500. Then we added luggage compartment mat, all their floor mats, and floating hubcaps. All told, MSRP of this particular example, just a little bit over $46,000. Alright, we'll go ahead and hop in the back seat. Alright, so getting into the back seat, pull that latch, seat will move forward a little bit. Now you access to the rear seats, which only fit 2 people. There's no third seat belt here. Alright, so here's the view of the cockpit from the back seat. I will note 2024 deleted the third zone climate control. Then knee room, legroom, it's not too bad. But the issue is going to be headroom. I'm about 5'11", and this is super uncomfortable. I've tried this in my wife's 230i sitting in the back seat. It is not recommended for taller passengers for a longer trip. Alright, so move to the trunk here. No kick to open, so you have to open that up, and it's not powered as well. Then cargo area, it's a pretty decent size. You can also fold down those rear seats by pulling those latches on either side. And there's no extra storage space below the floor. Alright, make our way to the front and pop the hood. This entry level, at least in the US market, coupe. And underneath the hood here is the B48 inline 4 2-liter turbo engine, 255 horsepower, 295 torque, so it's plenty powerful for daily use. It can also be super efficient on longer highway journeys. I've gotten up to about, I think, 39 miles per gallon on the 230i. But that's it for a tour around the 230i, and we'll see you at the next video.